Welcome back to Math Concepts. We are continuing our work with conditional statements as part of our unit on logic. In this video, we are going to discuss how we can figure out the negation of a conditional statement. And it makes use of the equivalent form, the equivalent disjunctive form of a conditional statement that we talked about in the previous video. So let's go right to the document camera and look at some examples of negating conditional statements. Alright, so the key idea from this video is, after watching it, you should be able to write the negation of a conditional statement using the and, or so-called conjunctive form. So let's do a little review. In the last video we saw how the conditional statement if P then Q is logically equivalent to not P or Q. So the negation of if P then Q should be logically equivalent to the negation of this statement right here. Now, according to DeMorgan's law, if I negate an or statement, what I do is I negate each piece. Alright, now P already had a negation, so if I negate a negation, I'm back to what I started with, back to just P by itself. I negate each piece and I change to and. Okay, so this is the equivalent conjunctive form for the negation of a conditional statement. Let's look at some examples right here. Write the negation of each statement using the conjunctive and form. If I paint the house, then I will get paid. So this is a statement of the form if P then Q, where P is I paint the house, Q is I will get paid. And right up here we see the negation of the implication is P and not Q. And let me go put it in past tense here. I painted the house and I didn't get paid. Okay, now remember, a statement and its negation are supposed to have opposite truth values. So if this statement that we're starting up here with, if this statement is false, if I paint the house, then I get paid. For that statement to be false, you have to, 1, paint the house, and not get paid. Okay? In all other cases, this statement would be true. If you paint the house and you get paid, that's a true statement. If you don't paint the house, then it doesn't matter, because the statement doesn't apply. So it's a true statement in that case too. The only way we can say this thing is false is you paint the house and you don't get paid. Okay, so this is the equivalent conjunctive form for the negation. So this is the negation of this right here. Let's look at another one. If we had a telescope, then we could see the comet. So P is, we have a telescope. Q, we can see the comet. Now remember, we're looking for P and not Q. If we're talking about the negation, we use P and not Q. And that, of course, is we have a telescope. And we can't see the comet. Okay, so that statement right here is the negation of this one up here. All right, so one thing to note is that if you take a conditional statement and negate it, you do not get a conditional statement. You get a statement that involves and, okay? So if this is going to be false, if this is false, you got to have a telescope and can't see the comet, and that's what we have right here. Okay, so that's the negation of our conditional statement.